What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Burgess, and in this video, I'm gonna tell y'all 5 things I wish I knew when I first started working out. Man, number 1 is getting enough protein. Man, I used to work out every single day. I remember, like, if I knew what I knew now, 3 years ago, I would be benching 405 right now, squatting at least 600, and deadlifting probably 700 pounds, man. I remember I used to work out 7 days a week. And it's another thing I'm gonna tell y'all that I wish I knew. But yeah, I used to work out 7 days a week and work out hard every single day, sweating bullets. But my body wasn't really going anywhere because after those workouts, man, I'd be sitting up there eating some fruit snacks, drinking some Mountain Dew, and going to sleep, literally eating probably 1 time a day, not eating enough of my meals. Like breakfast, I literally have, like, I'm not over exaggerating, like 3 years ago, I'd have like 2 pieces of sausage and a fucking pancake. No, and literally for the rest of the day, it'd be some shit like fruit snacks or some granola bars and stuff like that. So I would probably only be getting like, I'd say like 30 grams of protein a day. So I was working out hard every single day, but my body wasn't going anywhere because I wasn't getting enough protein. Probably like a year and a half ago, I've been matching my body weight and protein just about every single day, and my lifts just went up crazy. Right now I'm benching 365, squatting 465, deadlifting 505, and I just started deadlifting another day. Before that, I didn't deadlift in over 3 years. So y'all, getting protein is so important. If you just working out every day and you're not getting enough protein, your body is not gonna grow. You might get some veins in your arms, and you might get some beginner's gains when you first start. Like, I got some beginner's gains at the time. But after a while, your lifts are not going to go anywhere. Your body is going to stop progressing, and you'll just look the same year after year. So getting protein is so important, man. If you try to match your body weight and protein every single day for your body to grow. The second thing I'm going to say is skipping leg day, man. I used to work out every single day, man. Like I said, 7 days a week. But I was never working out legs. I used to hate working out legs. And I didn't think it was nothing wrong with that until I was wearing shorts in the gym. I didn't really pay attention to my legs. So I remember one day, man, I was walking past the mirror and I looked at myself, and my upper body was so big compared to my legs. And I looked at my legs and they looked like toothpicks, man. And that's just, it's not a good physique, man. If you spend all this time working out your upper body and not working out your legs, you're gonna have an uneven physique. And that's probably my biggest regret in the gym, is not working out my legs earlier. It's just because even now my legs are still catching up on everybody. They're pretty strong now, but it's still, my physique is still kind of uneven because of all that time of me skipping legs. And y'all, for y'all that hate working out legs, trust me, I hate leg days too, man. But you gotta do them, because another thing is, if you're skipping leg day, your upper body is going to be putting so much pressure on your lower body to the point your legs can start hurting sometimes. Or if you try to do something like play basketball, that's one thing with me. That's when I knew, that was another sign that I knew I needed to start working out legs, is when I was playing basketball one day with some of my friends. And I went up for a layup, and I came down, and it felt like my legs was about to snap, man. I felt like I was about to tear every ligament in my legs. And that's when I knew I needed to start working on my legs. Really, when I looked in the mirror that one day, but it was just just more signs and more signs that told me I need to work on my legs, man. You'll feel way better. Even your upper body lifts can go up if you start working out your legs. Because things like bench press, your legs put that power in your lift too in some way. Your legs, it's so important to work out your legs, man. Not only for a balanced physique, but for strong legs in the long run. You know, if you just keep skipping leg day, you can have some pains in your legs as you get older, you know, so don't skip leg day. 3, I'm gonna say, and this is kind of involving legs, but it's always good to switch up your routine or keep your body confused. Like, I like to switch up, everybody's different, but me personally, I like to switch up my routine every week, or at least every 2 weeks, to like where 1 week I hit chest and back one day, and then the day after that it'd be arms and shoulders, and the day after that it'd be legs, and it'd be like that for a week or 2, and then after that I can switch it up, go chest and triceps, back back and biceps. You know, it's always good to keep your body confused, because if you just do the same routine over the long run, your body's gonna get used to it. Like for example, if you do push day, and if you keep doing it like constantly for a long time, your muscles can be fatigued and they won't reach their max potential. And your body just gets used to it, and you'll notice that you're in a plateau. Switch up your routine, y'all. Even if it's like just once a month, where you switch your routine. Where, you know, one day it can be chest. One week it can be chest and tries, and the next week that you work chest, or the next month that you work chest, it can be chest and back, or even chest and shoulders. It's always good to switch it up. Keep your bodies confused. Another thing I wish I knew when I first started to work out, how important sleep was too. You can get all the protein on the food, everything you need in the world, but if you're getting 2-3 hours of sleep, that's not enough time for your muscles to grow. Your muscles don't grow in the gym. Your muscles grow when you sleep. Sleeping is so important, y'all. Me, I don't get the best sleep. I know everybody says recommended sleep is 8 to 12 hours, but I just can't sleep that much. I gotta get up at 5 in the morning. I go to work. After that, it's the gym. After that, my DoorDash on the side. And after that, it's school. I just can't get 8 hours of sleep, man. I just can't. I try to get at least 5.5. And ever since I got 5.5 hours of sleep, man, I'm reaching my goals in every way in the gym, man. So I really, like I said, everybody's body is different. But, you know, when I get 5.5 hours of sleep, I wake up and feel good, you know. But getting rest is so important, man. If you go work out 7 days a week, you know, you can get all the protein in the world. But if you sleep in 1 to 2 hours, or 3 hours, even 4 hours, it's not enough time for your muscles to grow. And it'll take you longer to notice, you know, results in your body. Yeah. And another thing I'm going to say is so important is stretching. Man, I've had so many injuries in the gym from not stretching, and I hate stretching, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna sit up there and tell you I like stretching. I had not that long ago this nagging hip injury for a minute, man. It was like this sharp pain in my hip so long, and I'm just being so stiff, man. Getting up, back slouched over, and all that, because I wasn't stretching, man. I go work out and do everything, even after I learned about the protein and the sleep and all that, but I was still not stretching. And that was causing things. I get this real bad hip injury. I had this real bad injury in my arm for a week, to where I couldn't lift nothing for a week. That was probably back in September. So that was 6 months ago, and that was bad. And then sometimes, it hasn't happened lately, but sometimes I get that same pain that come back sometimes in this arm when I don't stretch. So yeah, if you're not stretching, man, you're wrong. Start stretching. It has so many benefits to it. You feel better, be more flexible. You reduce your risk of injury in the gym. Start stretching, y'all. That's so important. Another thing, I almost forgot about this one. But this one is so important too. It's rest days. Like I said when I was telling you about how I used to work out 7 days a week, I noticed when I was working out 7 days a week, some of those days I was feeling like shit, man. I was feeling terrible. Just going there, just feeling sick, just real tired. The pre-workout wasn't really doing nothing. You know, your rest days is so important for your body. You know, you working out 7 days a week, or even 6 days a week sometimes. I like working out 6 days a week, but some weeks I'll take that extra rest day where I'm working out 5 days in a week. And even it's probably like 2 or 3 weeks out of every year where I'll take like a week off. You know, give your body that recovery, that extra recovery, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And the rest day don't necessarily mean take the full day off from the gym, even though it's good for you sometimes. But even on those rest days, you can do something slight, like 10 minutes of cardio, just some sit-ups, or just stretching and stuff like that. You can do stuff like that on your rest days. A whole lot of stretching. Like I said, and no negatives to stretching, man. Spend those rest days stretching, eating and getting that protein and some extra calories if you're bulking, getting a lot of sleep. You know, resting your body is always good, man, because everybody's body is different. Everybody's body needs some rest, though. You need to rest sometimes. When I was going 7 days a week, man, it was points where I was feeling terrible, man. And like I said, my body wasn't growing because I wasn't getting enough protein in. I wasn't getting that much sleep. And I also wasn't stretching, so I just wasn't feeling good, man. I was working out every day, and my body really wasn't going anywhere. So make sure that y'all resting your body sometimes, giving your body that extra time to recover and get stronger, you know. Without rest, man, you're just gonna wear your body down, man. Don't forget that your body grows when you sleep and when you're resting. It doesn't grow when you're in the gym. You can work out as hard as you want. If you're not getting that rest, if you're not getting that protein, if you're not stretching, it's pointless, man. And that protein is so important, man. I really stress the protein part, because as soon as I started matching my body weight and protein every day, man, my progress shot up. But before I wasn't getting that protein, I was back eating fruit snacks and granola bars and honey buns for breakfast. Body wasn't going nowhere. I was working out hard as possible, going hard in the gym. Body wasn't going nowhere. So please, y'all, make sure y'all get that protein in. Don't waste y'all time in the gym. Y'all want those results? Y'all better be eating. Y'all better get that rest. Matching your body weight and protein, stretching, and then taking rest days too. Don't forget that your body grows on your rest days. All right, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. If I got any comments, feel free to drop below, and I'm going to get back to y'all as fast as I can. All right, y'all.